Hello and welcome to Acoustic Review. My name is Ben Morgan Brown and today I'm looking at the 512 CE Urban Ironbark from Taylor Guitars. Built on Taylor's Grand Concert body shape, the 512 CE features solid urban ironbark back and sides, a dense hardwood that Taylor claims shares the low end and high fidelity response of Indian rosewood and the mid-range punch of mahogany, and sourced through Taylor's Urban Wood initiative. A solid torrefied Sitka spruce top is braced with V-class bracing, and the tropical mahogany neck is topped with a West African ebony fingerboard with a 24 7/8 scale length and a 1 3/4 inch nut. With Taylor's ES2 pickup installed and a Taylor hard case included, the 512 CE Ironbark has an RRP of £3,659. Let's have another listen to the guitar now, and then please join me afterwards for my thoughts. I think this is a really gorgeous looking guitar. The sunburst is beautiful and the wood purfling and tortoiseshell binding match it well. The ironbark back and sides are perhaps not the most dramatic looking, but they do have a nice reddish hue, and overall I think the guitar is understated and classy, really beautiful. Beautiful is also how I'd describe the build quality. I seem to always say it, but Taylor build quality really is up there as one of, if not the best factory built guitars. Neat as a pin throughout, sharp, clean and faultless. I've come to expect it from Taylor, but it never fails to impress me. Immediately I'm struck by the clarity of the tone with this guitar. It's got a lovely presence and chime, combined with an immediacy in the attack that makes it a really enjoyable fingerstyle guitar. From the playing perspective, it does feel as if it's lacking in low end a tad, but from out front it sounds much richer whilst maintaining clarity without any hint of mud. For strumming, again the chiminess really cuts through, although I think you may want to look somewhere else for trouser shaking bass. This is definitely a guitar that favours balance and cleanliness over power, but it's great for clean arpeggios and crisp mix-ready chord work. I'm not 100% sure I agree with Taylor's Indian Rosewood plus Mahogany description, but I can certainly see where they were going with it. The top end does seem to mix characteristics of both Rosewood and Mahogany guitars, but it doesn't appear to have the classic Indian Rosewood and Spruce scooped mids. Tonewood descriptions can get a bit convoluted, but suffice to say, if you might be concerned that the ironbark back and sides, which might otherwise end up as wastewood, aren't capable of producing great tone, well, this guitar removes all doubts. The small body and slightly shorter scale length make it a very comfortable guitar to play, and the setup is spot on, low and easy on the left hand, excellent fretwork, a perfectly cut nut and a very familiar C-shaped neck all add up to a very enjoyable playing experience. In the past, I have occasionally found the ES2 system to be a bit hit and miss. It can sound okay in some guitars and excellent in others, although recently the Taylors we have reviewed seem to be much more consistent in their plugged in tone, and through a small acoustic amplifier I felt that the ES2 sounded very good in this instance. It really seems to capture the dynamics and attack of the guitar as well as conveying a realistic acoustic tone. For this video we are using a DI, so hopefully that comes across, but I think this could be a very nice performance guitar. With an RRP that's just shy of £4,000 but seemingly available for closer to £3,000, this is not exactly a cheap guitar, but it is in line with other offerings from the obvious big brands. Value for money is always a personal subject, but I feel it's priced appropriately within the market, especially when you consider the quality of the product that you are purchasing. Taylor guitars are clearly putting a lot of thought into how to make their wood production and consumption more sustainable. From their groundbreaking ebony project in Cameroon to their use of woods such as Urban Ash and now Urban Ironbark, I think it's a really positive development. Most of all though, I'm really happy that these diversions from the norm still result in excellent sounding guitars, and the 512 CE Urban Ironbark is certainly worthy of that description. It's stunning to look at, wonderfully comfortable to play, built with enviable precision, and develops a modern, crisp, chime-laden and dynamic tone. There is nothing not to like about this guitar. I hope you've enjoyed this video from Acoustic Review. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon to be kept up to date when we post new videos, and I look forward to seeing you next time.